Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to episode 69 of the Tim Tebow Dynasty. In today's episode, we are 12-0, facing the 3-9 Tennessee Titans. Against the Titans in this series, we are 6-1 coming into the game. So, I mentioned it last time we played the Titans. It looks like they're trying to lose every game on purpose, especially when you put Mike Glennon as your quarterback. But we'll see how today goes, because you never know. Any given Sunday, I could lose, and our undefeated streak could end at any moment. But we open things off with a nice 4-yard pass to our favorite receiver, Mr. Reliable himself, Zach Meile. And again, we are without Justin Blackmon for the remainder of the season. I think he had broken his collarbone. When we make the playoffs, we're already guaranteed playoffs. He'll be back healthy in the playoffs, but until then, we are again without Justin Blackmon. Now, the Titans' defense is pretty tough. They do have a tough defense. It's their offense that's holding their team back as a whole. And we are kind of on a hot streak coming into the game over the last, I think, honestly, 4 games now. We've only thrown maybe 1 interception. So that's good news. It should keep us below our 20 interceptions for the season, which would be our first time in our 4 years. Which, surprisingly, we've won 3 MVPs, even though we consistently lead the league in interceptions. But we also consistently rush for 1,000 yards with Tebow. And we've been throwing for 5,000 yards. So, yeah, he's going to win MVP. Those fumbles don't really hurt us when I run out of bounds and the ball falls out of bounds. So that's why I do that instead of staying inside in the field. All right, let's see who we got. I was going to say I wanted to go to Golden Tate on that play. Unfortunately, our own receiver kind of did a bad screen on him, and it knocked him off his route, which ended up causing the interception. I shouldn't have thrown that either, but it is what it is. We're going to I was trying to find Cotton Deacon deep on that play. He was open, and he had the ball in his hands. He just dropped it, unfortunately. Now they put Jones Drew in instead, okay. And Jones Drew's not going to get open the same way. So we're going to take off. We got the blocks. Just going to get out of bounds early instead of trying to make something happen and potentially fumbling the ball away. Because we are almost at the end of the first quarter. There's about 2 minutes left. And we have yet to score, which is a rare occasion for our team. Ace Sanders is hurt. Oh my. That leaves only 3 healthy receivers if he misses any time. I really hope we don't, because I do like to trash on him. But when I get him the ball, he does normally make good plays. So it's just he doesn't normally get the ball because he's really rarely open. Am I going to re-edit that and say it correctly? No. I'm going to leave it in. We find Cotton Deacon in the backfield for a no negative yards gain. It's a total of 0 yards on that play. I should have thrown it to Golden Tate on that play. Unfortunately, I did not. We're going to keep Ace Sanders in the game just because without him, again, we only have 3 healthy receivers without Ace Sanders. With Justin Blackmon already hurt. It's one thing I hate about Madden. Well, the computer here. Instead of replacing our injured receiver and signing another receiver to be our backup, they're just going to let us go with it. They're like, we need 3 tight ends on the field on our team and a fullback, when we technically only need 2 tight ends and technically no fullback, because you can play a tight end at fullback or a bigger running back at fullback. Why not use that extra spot or 2 extra spots, depending on how you want to look at it, as 2 more wide receivers? Or get rid of the fullback and get a 4th running back. What's the point? We don't even use our third running back the majority of the time, unless somebody's hurt. Just taking my frustrations for the terrible GM we have out on the audience, making them listen to my complaints about our GM. Okay, I tried calling a screen pass. I tried calling a screen pass to Maurice Jones-Drew there. It technically worked because we completed it, but it also technically did not because he lost 9 yards on that play, which sets us up for a 2nd and 19 at the 19-yard line. So I was going to... I don't know why I threw that. That was a terrible throw. Fortunately for me, it was not picked off. All right, let's see who's open here. I want to say nobody's going to be open because they're covering that pretty good. Again, they do have a pretty good defense compared to what we've been facing all season. We picked up 1 yard on that scramble. 4th and 18. We're definitely going to take a field goal here just because we want the points, and we're in the second quarter already. Nobody scored. I don't want it to be a close game and be like, man, I wish I would have kicked that field goal earlier because I could have used those points. But the field goal is good. Our offense takes the field again, this time with 5 minutes and 39 seconds left of the first half. We were on their 44-yard line to just open things up, and we're up 3-0. Cotton Deacon again finds no yards, or 1 yard in that play. But this Titans defense, look, we complete a pass, 4 yards. We're 7 for 10 for 30 yards passing. Our offense is not having a good game. This Titans defense is a lot better than I expected. They read my play action perfectly, which sets up a 4th and 12. I'm going to go for it, but I kind of doubt I'll pick it up just because I've done this a lot. I've underestimated this Titans defense almost every time I've played them. Let's see, nobody's open, and I take a sack. So we turn the ball over. They get it on our side of the field now. And they do not capitalize. Still 3-0. Again, the Titans, I guess, are tanking this year. They're 3-9 coming into the game. But if you're going to tank, like, I understand tanking from the perspective of the owner, the coach, and the GM. The GM and owner, yeah, they want to get a good draft pick. The coach, if he has job security, and he's like, we really need a quarterback on our team, and the GM, the owner was like, if you guys tank this year and get a high draft pick, you guys can draft a quarterback, and I'm not going to fire you. But if you're a player and your team's like, we're going to purposely lose, I'd be like, I don't want any part of that. Why would you want to purposely lose as a player? So they could draft somebody to replace you? No. That's why I don't tank as a player. This is my player franchise. I'm Tebow. No, if I was the head coach, I'd be like, I kind of want to tank if I don't have a quarterback. But if I had a quarterback, I want to win every year. Anyways, that's a 2-minute warning. Sorry about my rant. I got time. We're not scoring. It's still 3-0 with 2 minutes left in the first half. We find Golden Tate over the middle, probably my longest completion of the day. But both offenses are having bad games. Maybe it's both defenses are having really good games. Because this year, our defense is better than it was last year. It might be as good as it was the Super Bowl year, or better. Because, again, this year we haven't lost a game. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. Try to call a run play to pick up the first down. He does not get it. He's a yard short. 3rd and 1 at their 45. We are on the Titans side of the ball. We are in Nashville for this game. Do we care? No. We pick up the first down. Nice catch by Dwayne Allen down to the 36-yard line. Clock is running. Down to 1:10 left in the first half. Need to find somebody open. We're just going to dump it off to Cotton Deacon for about 8 yards. We're going to use one of our timeouts. I think I got 2 more. Yep, 2 more. And just over a minute left in the first half. I should be able to hopefully score at least a field goal again. They could score a touchdown and take the lead. We're going to find Golden Tate. That was another bad throw by me. Luckily, I completed that. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. The clock continues to run. We're going to find Cotton Deacon again. I'm only throwing to open guys now. I don't want to try forcing stuff. That's why, again, if you're like, why does he keep doing all these short 4 to 5 yard plays? It's irritating. Yeah, it's not fun to watch. I know. I'm sorry. But I'm going to scramble it into the end zone here. And we're back in the second half. We get the ball to open things up 10-0. Hopefully we have a better. Oh man, that was another bad pass. I was about to say hopefully we have a better half than we did the first half. But I opened things up with play action to try forcing it into like triple coverage there. We do find Cotton Deacon for his best run of the game. A nice 14 or so yards. 8 carries, 34 yards. Not great, but it's keeping the defense honest, making it so that they have to respect their run game and not just defend the pass. That time they blitzed, and I could not get the ball away to a receiver. I threw it in the air, and it just fell to the ground. That doesn't. I hate that. I'd rather throw it to somebody. Like right there, where we find Zach Meow for another 8 yards, 4 carries, 20 yards today. Not his best game, but he is going to get over 100 receptions this year. I think he's already there, maybe. We do find Dawson Lockett. I'm pretty sure that was his name. Nice 9 yards on that play. He has the body of a tight end. He's big. He's like 6'5", 6'6", and he looks thick. But he plays wide receiver, apparently. Let's see if Golden Tate can make it. He did. Golden Tate made a nice catch on the outside. We were up to 29 yards for the game so far, and we're only a minute into the first third quarter. Not our best game, but I'm surprised just because of how good this Titans defense was in that first half. He's open. Our ball, 3 minutes, 39 seconds left in the third quarter. And no, I did not forget to add one of the drives where we might have scored. No, our defense but it was either our defense or our special teams. Somebody scored a touchdown. I don't know. It wasn't me. It was either a defense or our special teams. 2 yards there by Cotton Deacon. Not a good game for him. But we're going to try play action again. Deacon. Oh, I threw it at. No, that was Booker. I threw it at his feet. 4th and 5. Should I punt it? No, I probably should. But I'm going to go for it. All right, let's see what I got here. Now, you know this play. I call it a lot. I'm going to try going to Zach Mia on the outside. He does make the catch. And he has space. Look at this run. Is he in? He's in. The Titans defense apparently calls 3 straight plays, punts the ball. They take no time off the clock. So we get the ball back, up 31-0. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. We're still in the third quarter. So it looked like it was going to be a close, low-scoring game. Has now turned into a massive blowout as our offense continually pushes the ball down the field with big smiles on our face going, hey, remember the Titans? Because we don't. The only thing we remember is how much fun it is to score on them. That's what we say when we score on the Tennessee Titans. And they're like, are you talking about their movie with Denzel Washington? And we're like, we're referring to it. But you guys aren't that team. You guys suck. And then they cry a little bit and go, then they stop Maurice Jones-Drew on fourth down. Okay, never mind. Why were they upset? They didn't score. Jones-Drew got stopped on fourth down. They get the ball back. They get the ball like at the 30-something. They don't pick up any points. Mike Glennon, 55 yards. Wow. I don't know how the Titans were seriously expecting to win games with Mike Glennon as your starting quarterback. And this is before they had Derrick Henry. This back, I think Chris Johnson might still be on the team. I have no idea because I can't really. I could check, but I don't see their offense play. So I don't know how terrible they are based off their quarterback. I wouldn't say they're good at all. But I also don't know if they're the worst team in the league. All right, let's see. Nobody's really open, so I'm going to try scrambling for that first. 4th and inches. I do not pick it up. Wow. But that's the end of the third quarter. We're at the start of the 4th at the 50-yard line. Our coach wants us to punt, but I don't do that. We're going to go for it on 4th and inches. I could pick up inches. I could scramble for that if I can't find anybody open, which I don't. We're going to make sure to run out of bounds. 97 yards for us on the ground to go with our, well, I think around 200 yards passing today. Who's open? Who's open? Zach Meow over the middle. His 6th catch of the game, 96 yards for him. And I think he has 1 or 2 touchdowns. He has 1 for sure. I don't know if he has 2. Let's see. Oh, he gets out of bounds at the 1. What an idiot. Why would he do that? Anyways, Golden Tate makes a nice catch. But then, like, slowly, like, limped out of bounds for some reason. We're going to call a screen to him. But he's in. We're up 38-0. The Titans' offense can't score. We're fielded good. What? Oh, I thought that I didn't hand the ball off for a second, and I just got tackled instead. But I clearly handed the ball off, so my running back lost 4 yards on that play. But that's on our offensive line, not blocking on 2 straight plays. They literally just let like a bunch of guys in. Look, nobody's blocking like 3 people. Anyways, we're 4 for 11 today on 3rd down. We're not picking this one up, I can tell you that. Call a nice run play to Jones-Drew. He's close. 4th and 4. We're going to go for it. Screw it. What are they going to do, score? Anyways, here we go. 4th and 4. Call the same play. They don't stop it. How do you pick up that, but you can't pick up a 4th and 3 earlier? Whatever. This is why I'm glad Jones-Drew got moved to the bench for Cotton Deegan. We're looking for a flea flicker. But I don't see it in, because we never call it. So I don't know where it is in our playbook. I thought we had it, but I do not see any flea flicker in the playbook, so I can't really call it. That's why I'm just going to call it screen. What the hell? That was not the play I thought it was. I thought that was a nice screen pass to Sanders. For some reason, it turned into a screen pass for Zach Meow, who ends up getting hurt on catch number 7. Try to call new plays to mix things up, and it ends up with my favorite receiver getting hurt. 16 carries, 48 yards. Not a good day. But I don't care. I think he's not having a good day, but he is keeping the defense from only calling past defensive plays. There he loses 4 yards because our tight end can't block. I think that was our tight end. Somebody could not block, so that was not his fault. Now Jones Jerusalem trying to get Golden Tate open. Nope, not open. Lockett gets a completion for 10 yards on that time. We're down to 2:26 left in the fourth quarter. Titans will not be making a comeback today. But will we score again? I'm trying to just run out the clock as much as possible. I'm not going to call another play before half because it's going to speed it up. So here we go. Not half. I meant 2-minute warning. Anyways, we're up 38-0 with 2 minutes left. So with this win, I think I said we're 13. We're 12-0 coming into this game. Gonna hand it off to our fullback. Picked up a couple. This is where he gets his plays. I don't care. I don't like the fullback position. It's dumb. Anyways, with this win, we improved to 13-0. And next week, we're gonna be playing. Not next week. Let's see this. This episode comes out on Monday. This is a Monday episode. So on Friday, we're going to be playing the Legion of Boom and Russell Wilson in the Seattle Seahawks. We've played them once before. Yeah, only once. And I'm pretty sure we lost badly. Because that was one of our first games in the series. And that's when I was still getting used to playing with Tebow. So, hopefully next week we could do better and improve to 14-0. That's the end of that one, folks. I don't know why the Titans even bothered to show up. 45-0. They had like one good play that actually mattered, and that was that one. No, they made two good plays. The one interception and the one time they stopped Jones Drew on fourth down. Anyways, they still let me throw for 312 yards, 4 touchdowns, another about 100 yards rushing from me, and another rushing touchdown. But anyways, like I mentioned, we're going to be playing the Seahawks next week. They are our last real shot at losing and our undefeated season. So next week should be a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this one, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you Friday for the Seahawks game.